everybody out there? This is Rodney again with TMWD, and today I'm joined by little Coda here, and we're going to teach you how to do one of my favorite dog training techniques. It's called free shaping, after Coda destroys my hand. And what I like about free shaping is it's going to force your dog to think and have to pay attention to you. So it's going to build engagement, which, as most of you know if you've been watching our videos, is a huge deal for us here. So he's going to want to pay more attention, or she, whatever you got out there. Coda's never done this before, so this will be really good for you to see how to start to build it from the beginning, so we can start working through it. And he's just going to keep just terrorizing me as I try to explain it. So what free shaping is essentially we're going to play the age-old game of hot and cold with our dogs. And if any of you play that, it's like you hide something in the house from your siblings or friends or something, right? They don't know where it is, so they got to walk around to see it. And as soon as they start getting close, you know, you start saying hot or warmer or hot, perfect, you're on fire, lava, all the fun, you know, idioms that come from that. And you know, when they're walking away, you say cold, colder. It's about balancing that out and helping them understand that's essentially what we're going to be doing. But instead of saying hot or cold, because obviously our dogs don't understand that, we're going to use our clickers, and they're going to be our markers for those moments. So one thing Coda has done is he understands that a clicker gets him food. It's a charge clicker for him. That's something else that you can check out our videos for if you want to learn how to get your clicker charged and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, what I want Coda to do today is I want him to start putting his paws on this platform. And I want him to do it by figuring it out, not just me pointing it at him, you know, and moving him towards it. So what we're going to do again with the game of hot and cold is I'm going to put a platform down, and we're going to stand around it, and I'm going to try to be as minimal force or effort in this as possible, because there's a couple things you want to do and start before you actually start to go into your training session here. First and foremost, we're going to want to have a goal in mind. So seeing Coda and seeing how determined he is here, I want to see if I can get all 4 paws on this board and call it after that. That's what I want. So essentially I want him to put all 4 paws on this board I'm sitting on that he'll be working with. So I have a goal in mind. 2, I need to have like a sterile environment. And I don't mean I should be able to do surgery in it. What I mean by sterile is that it's boring. The dog shouldn't find there to be a lot of interesting stuff. So I'm over here in one of our little training slabs. There's not much else going on here. I'm gonna set up the platform here, and it's gonna be one of the only things around. So it should interest him, so that helps. So again, I don't have to talk too much. Come here, buddy. Good. And as he goes and as we work through it, we're going to start marking moments. So that brings me to my third point: is you got to be really paying attention and really on your marks. That's one of the harder parts. But once you have a goal in mind, a sterile environment, and you're ready to start paying attention to your dog and marking those exact moments, you should be pretty successful about this. And remember too, if you do mess up and you mark the wrong moment, you should always give your dog a treat. It's part of the clicker promise. Again, you can check out our clicker video and see how that works. So what we'll do is I'll start rolling here. I'm gonna get this all set up so Coda can start doing his little learning experience, and you can see exactly how I'm gonna roll through this. As I work through it, the first thing I'm gonna have to do, right, is to get Coda to acknowledge that there is a platform around. So as soon as he looks at it, ouch. As soon as he looks at it, I'm gonna mark that moment, and then he'll look back at me, he'll get some food, and then I want him to walk towards it, right? So as soon as he takes a step towards it, I'm gonna mark that moment, and then he's gonna take a step towards it. And as soon as he's touching it or on it, or if he gets to my goal, I'm gonna jackpot it. And remember, jackpotting is giving your dog a bunch of affection and treats and doing that. And then I'm gonna pick up the platform, because if I keep going, he's gonna be stuck to it like glue, because he thinks every time he touches this, it gets him treats. Like he jumped on like a Mario box or something, you know, like one of the question mark boxes. He got a star or coins or something. So you gotta pick it up and reset it and save it for the next training session, excuse me. So again, I'm gonna go get Coda all set up here. I'm gonna get all the cameras ready so you can see from as many angles as I can possibly set up. And we start paying attention, try to help Coda understand I want him to put his paws on this platform. Alrighty guys, so we got a little Coda here. Come here, buddy. Coda. Yeah, man. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna stand over here near the platform. I don't wanna be too close. I don't wanna point at it. I don't wanna make any sort of easement for him. I'm just gonna, since he's really locked onto me, I might cheat a little bit and like kick it, just so he pays attention. Yeah, so he noticed it. I'll give him a treat. And then the rest of this, like I said, is gonna be hot and cold. I need to wait for him to acknowledge it again. Again, he's gonna be looking at me pretty badly. And every time he does, I wanna make sure he gets rewarded. Or every time he checks out the platform, I wanna make sure he gets rewarded. Perfect. Good. So again, it's all gonna be about timing. I can walk around it. He touched it, so I'm gonna give him a treat. Good. I'll let him know with a little verbal there. Good boy. Good job. He's still there. And 2 paws is fine. Like you gotta start. Like I said, you build up slow. Hang on. Struggling to get a treat here. I'm gonna throw this one away because I want him to come back to it and figure out that's how he got his treats. You can also note just how much more he's paying attention to me anyway. This is why it's a really great engagement game. He's looking up at me. He ain't running off. He's having a lot of fun. He's just got to keep thinking. We're getting to about the 5 or 6 minute mark here, so I'm gonna see if I can get him at least 2 paws on it one more time, on his own accord here, and then I'm gonna call it because you got to keep these sessions short. So although my goal might have been to get all 4 on there, that's okay if you don't. Getting 1 or 2 is a great start, and there's always more time to expand. Yes, yes. Oh wait, come on. Yes, there we go, and I'm gonna jackpot it. That's his awesome little ending mark right there. Good job, buddy. So he's getting a bunch of hot dogs now. Good. Throw that last one away. Good boy. All right, everybody. Thank you again for joining us for another lesson. Let's thank Coda. As you saw, it's one of my favorite techniques to do free shaping because it's adorable. The little dogs, your little dog, your big dog, whatever you got, doesn't matter what age, they'll all generally respond like Coda did. They just stare up at you just trying to learn, and I don't think there's anything cooler than that, really. And so you just got to remember as you're doing this, it's a lot of patience. As you saw in there, I'm just waiting. You just gotta hit those moments and mark them right. So that's why marking is incredibly important. That's why it was one of our 3 tenets. I had my goal in my head, which I actually didn't reach, which is good. I want you to see that too, because I may have wanted 4 paws on the platform. I only got 2. That's completely fine. We were reaching our 5 to 10 minute mark in training. That's about as long as you want to take. Your dog can only do so much for so long on focusing, especially when they're building a behavior. So understand, you got to be patient, and you hit that moment. If your goal wasn't reached, that's okay. What I have now is a bar. I know that Coda can hit 2 paws on the pad, and that's the only thing I'm gonna reward from this point on. I'm not gonna hit those moments like I had in the beginning of the video where I accepted him touching it or just putting 1 paw or anything like that. No, from now on, he's got to start off with at least 2, and then we build from there. And then if I can get 3 on, and that's all I'm getting next time, I'll jackpot at 3. By then I can get 4, we'll work our way up. It's okay to be slow. In fact, I'd oftentimes would default to that. Always build slow with your dogs. We had it also, remember, in a sterile environment. As you saw, there wasn't really anything else in the video but Coda, the platform, me, and some food. And that's just the best way to get it. So I kept on him. I made sure I watched and marked those moments and was really about it. I was patient. I had a sterile environment and a goal. Okay, guys, that's the best way to attack your free shaping sessions, and they can be for a lot of things. We're working on this platform. This is going to be working to place. Place is a handy behavior to have for if you have company over, if you need your dog to be out of the way and you want them to be somewhere else and have them a nice safe space. Although I'm using this super cool platform here with its foam top, it can be a dog bed, it can be a pillow, it can be a towel. It just needs to be another plane, like something you can put on top of the floor or something like that. It makes sense. Again, thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, please just lay them out in the comments there for us. You can also hit us up at our Instagram at TaylorMade Working Dogs. You can go to TM Dogs at Facebook. You can go to our website, tailormadeworkingdogs.com, or you can email us info@tmwdogs.com. Please, again, just keep sharing, keep hitting us up. We'll keep hitting out with content. Thank you again for joining us. It was a pleasure.